On August the 3rd, Sir Edward Grey addressed the House of Commons.
I ask the House, from the point of view of British interests, to consider what may be at stake. If France is beaten to her knees, if in a crisis like this we run away from obligations of honor and interest as regards the Belgian Treaty, we should, I believe, sacrifice our respect and good name and reputation before the world, and should not escape the most serious and grave economic consequences.
The House of Commons rose to him, the country united behind him. It was a moment of distasteful triumph for Grey. When a Foreign Office official congratulated him on his speech, he raised his arms and crashed his fists down on the table.
I hate war. I hate war.
G'day, Anderson, Draper,
Marshall, Anderson,
Marshall, Draper.
Any news?
nah. Another Christmas, war still going, nothing new.
Bloody dingoes killed 2 of my new calves.
Bloody dingoes.
That can't be good.
Ah, there's evil in the air.
William Marshall Sr., get your butt up here.
Yep, there's evil in the air.
Ah, well, same time tomorrow night.
Yeah, tomorrow night then. Night, Anderson. Night, Draper.
Night, mate, Anderson. Marshall.
Night, Draper. Night, Marshall.
We are the women, the mothers of war. We work, we sew, we cook, the mothers of war. We are the women, the wives of war. Each day, each hour, each minute, another chore. Though our men may be gone, our lives will still go on. So we'll pack up our troubles in our old kit bag and smile, smile, smile. Think all the happy times that we'll all have. Smile, boys, that's the style. What's the use in worrying? It never was worthwhile. So we'll pack up our troubles in our old kit bag and smile, smile, smile.
We'll march. We are the men, soldiers of war.
They look so handsome.
We march, we serve, salute the soldiers of war. We are the men, soldiers of war. We dig, we shoot, we dug, each day's a chore. But while our family's back at home, our lives must battle on. So we'll pack up our troubles in our old kit bag and smile, smile, smile. Think all the happy times that we'll all have. Smile, boys, that's the start. What's the use in worrying? It never was worthwhile.
sweltering out. Oh, goodness. Oh, ladies, it's too hot for this nonsense. Oh, quiet, please. Silence, ladies. Welcome, ladies, to this special meeting of our two illustrious groups. Today's topic is the upcoming second referendum on conscription. I will be talking on behalf of the Red Cross Society. And Mary Marshall on behalf of the Cheer Up Society. This war, this terrible war, is now 5 years long, and our boys continue to fight bravely while we support them back here at home.
Yes, we all agree on that note.
There is not one of us here whose son, husband, or relation is not already involved. But it is not enough. More is needed. We must vote, yes? And send more men, else the evil Hun will be on our doorstep next.
Other ways. Thank you. This war, we were told, would be over by Christmas. But they were wrong, and the fight goes on, and the senseless butchery continues. Yes, we all have men involved, and some of our daughters too. But no amount of men will ever be enough. We keep sending more and nothing changes. We must vote no and send no more to die.
Our diggers need a helping hand.
Yes, but that does not mean we need to send more men. There are other ways to help.
If Britain falls, we all fall. We must answer the call of the mother country.
We cannot afford to send any more men. It's mostly women working the land as it is.
Conscription is the only way.
We are doing more than our fair share here on the home front. That's right.
I'm for conscription. My name is Miss Parker, a simple woman with motives much darker. So unless your bark is greater than your bite, we must send our boys to fight, 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 fight.
We are against conscription entirely. The Cheer Up Society stands defiantly. We'll do all we can to help our boys so brave, but we won't help you send them to an army grave.
We must send our boys, for Britain is the boss.
But it is Australia that pays the cost.
Cowards never win. Wasted life's a sin. We'll fight for our kin.
Throw more lives in the bin.
We are the Red Cross Society, standing by our men defiantly. Keep our soldiers safe and sound, remaining safely above ground. Our brave boys fight strong as knights, diggers fighting for our rights. Enemies shall feel our might before we bid them all good night. So we raise our arms and fight for our side, the side that's right. And though the war is far away, our memories do not sway. We'll fight for our boys in the
Oh, is he alone or is the priest with him? Oh, he's alone.
What about the mayor? He sometimes comes too, if it's a death notice.
Oh, I can't see. Oh, thank God.
The mayor is here, everybody come out. We're going to find out what this war's about. Is it good news or bad news? We really don't care, 'cause all news is good news in the midst of despair.
Where is this? This letter comes from. Who is it this letter comes from?
Is it from Europe or closer?
We just hope it says war over. The mail is here, everybody come out. We're going to find out what this
news or bad news, we really don't care, 'cause all news is good news in the midst of despair.
Sitting at home, worried and sick,
Praying our fathers haven't been hit. Have our men survived their service? The mail is here, everybody come out. We're going to find out what this was about. Is it good news or bad news? We really don't care, 'cause all news is good news in the midst of despair.
writing letters every day. The mailman goes, they're on their way. We await to reply.
On the postman we can rely. The mail is here, everybody come out. We're going to find out what this was about. Is it good news or bad news? We really don't care, 'cause all news is good news in the midst of despair. Is it good news or bad news? We really don't care, 'cause all news is good news in the midst of despair.
They don't send you letters when they're dead.
It's a letter from Florence, darling. I said, it's a letter from Florence. I'll sit and read it for you then. There we go.
Dear Mother, I have some exciting news to share with you. The weather here in Belgium is atrocious, worse than any winter day in Gayndah. It never stops raining. I have just returned from a week working at a recovery hospital in Paris. We nurses are always looking for ways to cheer up the wounded lads, so we put on a concert last night. We were singing gaily and there was one bloke I treated at the front. I recognised him straight at once. Michael Preston.
That's Elizabeth and David's boy. Oh, there. It's all right, darling.
He's Albin's brother from up the road. He looked at me and smiled. I blushed.
After the show, he called me over and said, I want to get to know you. My heart leapt. Mother, is it wrong to feel this way during war? Well, I know he's a gentleman. He's so kind and sweet.
I'm just afraid for now he has returned back to the front, back to Ips. Oh, Mother, I so wanted him to stay.
Before he left, he invited me to dinner. I didn't even hesitate, though he was meant to be in bed. We couldn't go out because of curfew. It was still beautiful. We had a grand time eating our hospital food with a candle in the middle of an upturned box as a table.
He is so unbelievably handsome. Oh, Mother, I so wanted him to stay.
She's gone back to the front. I want her home with me. I wish she was here for us to see. I dream alone of her coming home into my arms. She's gone back to the front. I want her home with me. I wish she was safe away from harm. I lie and cry, but tears don't stop a cold heartache. I wish she was standing at the gate. I wish she was. I wish she was.
Very good. How's that going, Sarge?
Liven up, lads. I think they could be on their way. Pick your marks.
Willie.
Jono.
Sarge, here he is. Suck it in, Sarge.
Willie.
Anything?
Albin, you bastard.
Willie, you mad mongrel, I thought you were a goner.
Nah, mate, just a fleshy and a broken collarbone.
Very nice.
Yeah. Here, got this for you.
Ooh, lovely. Shrapnel. Hold that, Douglas.
Oh, bit of lead.
Thank you, my friend. Just pop it in there. Oh, lovely. Very nice.
Down the crows, Willie. We'll have to start calling you Boomerang.
Boomerang?
Yeah. They keep shooting you. We just keep sending you away and you keep coming back here, you day bigger laugh. That's yours.
Thank you.
Quit your screeching, Soper.
Oh, sorry, Sarge. Gee.
Tell you what, boys. It was almost worth getting shot for the 2 months recovery in Paris.
Why?
Yeah, those nurses.
Oh, nurses. Oh, yeah.
Will you two cut the chatter, eh? Fritz is probably on his way. You're having a welcome home party.
Yeah, I know. You bought the cake, Sarge?
You funny little turd, Preston. I suppose you want my boot up your ass.
Not really.
Sorry,
Not
Sarge,
really.
my fault. So, how far?
Right here,
Yeah.
280 feet.
Oh, shit.
So stay ready, boys.
Hey, now that you're back, watch this.
What are you doing?
Hold that.
What are you
There it is.
Oh, Albin.
Yeah, nah, I love doing
All
this.
right.
You out there, Herman? Oh.
Check this out, boys. Picked up a bit of German. Hey! Herman!
My name is not Herman.
Sorry, Herman! Hey, Herman! Meine Großmutter, she's besser Sie!
What the hell did you say to him, Willie?
Hey, you weren't happy.
Oh, jeez.
I merely implied, Jono, that my grandmother was a better shot than him. You mad bastard, Dougie.
All right, lads. Stand down.
All right. So how was it?
Oh, yeah, it was tough, but what are you going to do? Saw your brother.
How is the Sheila?
You know, Michael, bullet in the leg and he's still chatting up the nurses.
That sounds like him.
Better yet, mate, the mug's in love.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, poor bugger.
Silly goat.
Aren't you married, Dougie?
Yeah. Silly goat.
Florence Marshall.
Little Florence Marshall.
Yeah, the one and the same. And trust me, mate, she ain't so little anymore, if you know what I'm saying.
Hey, trust my brother. Trust my brother to go clear around the world and fall in love with the Sheila 2 doors down in the same street. So how did it happen?
Yeah, come on, Willie, tell us.
Yeah,
How
come
did
on,
he
what was
do
the
it
goal?
anyway?
All right, I'll tell you. So, as Michael tells it,
Woke up in the bed, all broken and torn, reeling in pain.
his life so forlorn.
Just closed my eyes, just minutes it seemed. Then I awoke.
As if in a dream.
Like all mother hens.
Humming a song, changing dressings.
Dancing along.
Amidst the blood, I happened to see a handsome man
Staring up at me.
The
air stood still, my heart aflutter. The way I felt, words could not cover. There's no way to know where love's been found. Many broken pieces on love's battleground. Should I feel so alive? When I first saw her angelic face, my heart it ran at breakneck pace.
I stood stone cold. He smiled at me, unable to breathe,
Unable to leave.
Looking at her, nothing else exists. Such sweet red lips.
He wanted a kiss.
My mouth's so dry. Could this be love? Here in the ward,
A gift from above.
The air stood still, my heart aflutter. The way I felt,
Words could not cover. There's no way to know where love's been found. Many broken pieces on love's battleground. Should I feel so alive in a world of such hate? Do I lock my heart to love or open the gate?
love in war,
Love in war,
love in war.
love in war. Does God have a plan when He says love in war? There's no way to know where love's been found. Many broken pieces on love's battleground. Should I feel so alive in a world of such hate? Do I lock my heart to love or open the gate?
Love in war,
Love in war,
love in war.
love in war. Does God have a plan when He says love in war?
Love in war,
Love in war,
love in war.
love in war. Does God have a plan when He says love in war?
So that's how it all happened, fellas.
There you go.
Bugger should be back any second now.
Oh, we can see the old sealer again.
Yeah. I've heard the 42nd have been bolstered by the remainder of the 8th Light Horse for the big push.
Oh, okay.
So he should be back any second.
Fantastic. Any chance? You know, he'd be late to his own funeral. Though. It's just, here he is.
Giddy up. Have my seat, mate. Come in here.
Come here, my brother, and give me a hug. Come here.
Good to see you still above ground.
I'm trying.
Here.
Ooh, yes. Thank you very much. Drop it in there. Must be half a pound in here now.
Got some mail in for you boys as well.
Ooh, any there for me, lover boy?
Yeah, funny man. And all smelling like perfume.
Come on. Thank you.
The chic of Moulin Rouge strikes again.
Keep really, that ain't a lot.
I can't even get one for right me. Not everyone can handle a harem, Jono.
Oh, I think you might be exaggerating just a bit there, Cobber.
Really, you think so?
Plenty of letters, but only 3 women.
Lucky bastard, Willie. I haven't even got one.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that, sunshine. You're an Aussie. One would never be enough.
Advice from the chic of April.
Now listen in me, cobbers, to a tale you all should know. How we popped on down to Paris to watch that Moulin show. Now you will know the stories about how the girls can kick. And it's really little underwear make a man's heart beat real quick. Up Mommy on the right said he could handle one of those. And the Yankee to the left said he could give these 2 a go.
So off these Willie insist you both just as cool as you like.
If that's the best you 2 can do, you'd best go take a hike.
'Cause ladies are long and handle one. Yes, there's 2 for me. But I come from Australia, mate, and my lucky number's 3. 3 is the number, it's just so plain to see. 'Cause I come from Australia, mate, and my lucky number's 3.
Alright, boys. Now the French girls are so lovely, as you all rightly know. And they like to share a drink or 2 and just go with the flow. Now there's a sitting on my knee with Blanche and Glenn as well. And the thoughts that I was having could send me straight to hell. And the mommy sitting on my right with Fifi across from him. And the for an eye to sin.
So up stands Willie proudly, holding all three fingers aloft.
I looked down at the other two and I just had to scoff.
Oz ladies are honking and the one, the answer's two for me. But I come from Australia to the lucky number three. Three is a number, it's just so great to see. 'Cause I come from Australia to the lucky number three.
Now we danced the night away and partied loud and long, drinking like thirsty fish, singing every morning song. Cheerio danced and glanced as well as yours truly me. Hugging lips and kissing for all the world to see. Now the Palmy's got the cold shoulder, Phoebe she hasn't left, and the Yankees also bought himself so bereft.
So off stands Willie sharing with three girls in his oar.
I tipped my hat at the other two and peacocked out the door.
Oz ladies are honking and the one, the answer's two for me. And I come from Australia to my lucky number three. Three is a number, it's just so great to see. 'Cause I come from Australia to my lucky number three. The one, the answer's two for me. But I come from Australia to my lucky number three. Three is the number, it's just so great to see. 'Cause I come from Australia to my lucky number three. Get the honking and the one, the answer's two for me. But I come from Australia to my lucky number three. Three is the number, it's just so great to see. 'Cause I come from Australia to my lucky number three.
Take cover, Hemming, or you might just get your testicles shot off. And what use would 3 French girls be then?
Well, they can give one to me, Sarge.
Funny little turd, Preston. How'd you like my boot up your ass?
Not really, Sarge.
Sorry, Sarge, my fault.
Nosy Parker's my name. Gossip's my game. Some say it's mean, you're just fueling the flame. I know all their secrets. I know everyone's name. Who you can trust and who you can blame. In the small town of Gayndah, I know everyone's shame. To put it quite simply, your pain is my gain. I'm the nosy, nosy neighbor, oh can't you see? Who knows all the gossip? Alright, that's me. Got my bad vocals on, and I'm up to no good. If you catch me in the act, I'm just misunderstood. Everyone knows. Some say there's none darker. Folks say I'm nosy. I think I'm just rosy. Come closer, haven't you heard? You can always come to me and I'll spread the word.
Who knows all the gossip?
I do.
Who knows all the stories?
I do.
Who knows all the secrets?
I do.
Who's the nosiest of them all?
Well, that's me. Hey! I'm the nosy, nosy neighbor. Oh, can't you see? Who knows all the gossip? Alright, that's me. Got my bad vocals on, and I'm up to no good. If you catch me in the act, I'm just misunderstood. Everyone knows Miss Parker. Some say there's none darker. Folks say I'm nosy. I think I'm just rosy. Come I just heard the most amazing thing.
The people of Australia are about to decide the destiny of their country. They must declare they stand loyally by the Empire and their kinsmen. We stand an island of volunteerism in a great sea of conscription. There is no alternative.
The question to be decided is not whether Australia shall continue to fight Germany or pull out of the war. The question is, shall we continue to send a regular stream of volunteers or send the whole of our non-exempt manhood under conscription? I say turn down conscription. The men still here at home are not cowards. Vote no against conscription.
That so many of the nurses and troops in France did not vote for conscription. To cut it short, the boys in France have had such a doing of it that they consider it murder, or near enough to it, to compel any more to come from Aussie. And they consider once conscription is brought in, it is the end of a free Australia. When the vote for conscription took place the first time, I was in London and I voted yes.
You people in Australia don't seem to realise
and I wouldn't compel
that
anyone
our
to come.
reinforcements can only come from the men you send from the Commonwealth. The British battalions can't help us. Send all the men you can. I've just come from 3 days in the trenches, up to my waist in freezing mud and no sleep. I've known many men more than 20 days under similar conditions.
What to vote? How is it we should choose? Doesn't seem to matter, either way we lose. What to vote? We're scared as we can be. Can conscription stop for us the war with Germany? We're over here, once more vote shouldn't hold such fear. Pray to God above and lend us all your ear. For this one vote to take our boys away from here. Yes, vote's right, but no one's right before. Our men continue to fight, should we be sending more? When they're gone, we're sick as we can be. For heartbreak and loneliness is much too much for me. They're calling us, think about count for the sake of us. Think of all your men, please vote for us. And bring all of us safely back to home again.
The choice is simple. We should be bringing them home, not sending more.
The only way to get them home is to send more men. What about you? Yes, you.
Me? Fight?
Yes. Why aren't you fighting?
Please tell us. Oh, that you wonder what I am, I will explain to you. My conscience is the only thing that helps pull me through. Objection is a thing that I have studied thoroughly.
That's right, let them in.
I don't object to fighting Huns, but should hate them fighting me.
Leave him alone.
The others.
Send out the army and the navy. Send out the rank and file. Send out the brave old territorials. They'll face the danger with a smile. Send out the boys on the Send old England free. Send out the babies and the booming trumpet. But for God's
Leave him alone. I didn't raise my boy to be a soldier. I brought him up to be my pride and joy. Who dares to place a musket on his shoulder to shoot some other mother's darling boy? Let nations arbitrate their future troubles. It's time to lay the sword and gun away. There'd be no war today if mothers all would say, I didn't raise my boy to be a soldier. There'd be no war today if mothers all would say, I didn't raise my boy to be a soldier.
before.
Gonna get bombed tonight if we ever get bombed anymore. When we're bombed, we're scared as we can be. Can't stop the bombing sent from higher Germany. They're over us, they're over us. Watch out for the 5 of us. Thank your lucky stars there are no more of us. So as one of us can feel it all alone. Gassed last night and gassed the night before. Gonna get gassed tonight if we ever get gassed anymore. When we're gassed, we're sick as we can be. Cause phosphine and mustard gas is much too much for me. They're warning us, they're warning us. One respirator for the 5 of us. Thank your lucky stars that 4 of us can run. So one of us can do it all alone.
Alright, break it up, boys, break it up. Do you really believe that, Sarge?
Well, it's simple, isn't it? I mean, if we had more soldiers, this thing would probably be over a lot sooner.
Yeah, but do you really believe that?
Oh, come on, fellas. Who wouldn't want to be a part of all of this?
Up to your waist in water, up to your eyes in slush. Using the kind of language that makes the sergeant blush. Who wouldn't join the army? That's what we all inquire. Don't we pity the poor civilians sitting around the fire?
Oh, 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 it's a lovely war. Who wouldn't be a soldier, eh? Oh, it's a shame to take the pain. As soon as rebellion's gone, we feel just as heavy as lead. But we never get up till the sergeant brings us breakfast up to bed. Oh, 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 it's a lovely war. What do we want with eggs and ham when we've got plum and apple jam? Form, right turn, how do we spend the money we earn? Oh, 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 it's a lovely war. Oh, 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 it's a lovely war. Who wouldn't be a soldier, eh? Oh, it's a shame to take the pay. As soon as rebellion's gone, we feel just as heavy as lead. But we never get up till the sergeant brings us breakfast up to bed. Oh, 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 it's a lovely war. What do we want with eggs and ham when we've got plum and apple jam? Form, right turn, how do we spend the money we earn? Oh, 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 it's a lovely war.
Come to the cookhouse door, boys, sniff at the lovely stew. Who is it says the colonel gets better grub than you? Any complaints this morning?
Do we complain, not we?
What's the matter with lumps of onion floating around your tea?
Oh, 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 it's a lovely war. Who wouldn't be a soldier, eh? Oh, it's a shame to take the pay. As soon as rebellion's gone, we feel just as heavy as lead. But we never get up till the sergeant brings us breakfast up to bed. Oh, 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 it's a lovely war. What do we want with eggs and ham when we've got plum and apple jam? Form, right turn, how do we spend the money we earn? Oh, 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 it's a lovely war.
Mud and guts and blood across the floor. Going to get more tonight if the boys get bombed some more. When they're bombed, we're red as we can be. Can't stop the bleeding thanks to horror Germany. Blood over us, guts all over us, bullet holes bleed all over us. Thank your lucky stars that you're not one of us. If you were, then the morgue's become your home. Death last night and death the night before. Going to see death tonight, don't want to see death anymore. When we rest, we're sick as we can be. Sleep and rest don't come easily to me. They're warning us, what we push on is quite the fuss. Thank your lucky stars that you're not here with us to see the men who won't be going home.
Did you all see the poster?
The sooner this is all over, the better.
We need more men. We need conscription.
Sending more men hasn't worked so far.
Yes,
That's true.
Way.
No, it isn't.
There has to be another way.
What are you got
Thinking
thinking
about,
about, girls? The referendum, matron.
Well, there's nothing in that for us to worry about.
You don't care, matron?
Care or don't care, it makes no difference in here.
But we have to vote, matron.
Yes, that's right.
No, Olive. We have to nurse. So back to it. Let's talk of another big push tonight.
Florence, have you heard from Michael?
Just a few lines, but he does write often.
Well, the next push is coming. You never know. This could be it.
Oh, if only the end of all this. Michael, in my arms.
You're so lucky.
How do you figure?
Hope. Michael gives you hope. In all of this, you have hope.
Yeah,
hope.
you have hope.
I never thought about it like that before.
Who has time to think around here?
Can't wait for all of this to be finished. Quiet, matron's coming.
Gather round, girls. The mail is here. Girls. Florence.
Thank you.
What, another for you, Flo? That's 3 in 1 month.
4 actually, but who's counting?
All from Michael.
Gladys.
Thank
No,
you.
1 from mother, 1 from father, only 2 from Michael.
Olive.
Thank you.
Catherine.
Thank you.
Grace.
Thank you.
No mail for you, matron?
No, Olive, I don't get mail.
What, none?
I've no one write me.
No family?
No.
No husband?
No.
No friends?
No. I have no one.
Why?
Why?
Well, if you have no one, then why are you here?
Yeah, matron, why are you here?
Nursing has been my life.
But what about love?
Yes, matron, love.
This is what I love. This job. It's all I need.
But don't you want a man?
Yeah, matron.
Girls, girls, girls. Never let your life be dictated by a man. You're smarter than that.
That's so sad, matron.
Sad.
Yeah.
That you don't have love. I mean, a man to love.
Yeah, man, matron.
I've had men love me. Even married one once.
Once.
Once was enough. He died while I was nursing in Africa.
The Boer War.
Yes.
Well?
I was just a young nurse then. We met before the war.
Aww.
I've been single ever since.
How sad.
Not sad. I've dedicated my life to nursing.
Just doing it for the boys, matron?
Yes, Olive. Just doing it for the boys. Now, as you also rightly know, when times are tough and dark, it often takes a woman to pull a man out of the mud. Oh, he's good at fixing fences or doorknobs if they're broke, but he's not your brightest spark, your basic Aussie bloke. He's rough around the edges and mad as a Mallee bull. He's good around the horses and great at clipping wool. And even though he drinks too much and loves a barroom fight, he's as loyal as they come and keeps you warm at night. Matron! Back to work, girls.
Down here, Cobber.
Over here.
We're down here, mate. Come on, get in here.
Come on, over here.
Get up there.
Hang on, buddy. What's up, sunshine?
Willie sends his love.
You're a funny bugger, Jono. Actually, where is Messenger Boy? He should have been back by now.
He met up with your brother Michael and...
And?
Now look, your brother said you might be a bit upset.
Spit it out, Drongo, come on!
Some captain needed some scouts.
Which captain?
Skinner, 44th Battalion.
Well, when did they go?
They went out last night.
They're still out there.
They should have been back before dawn. They said to find you
if they didn't come back.
And Willie said to make sure the first thing I said was, he loves you.
Funny bugger.
Oh, mate. I'm so sorry, eh? So sorry, mate.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, no.
They're not dead yet.
You're right, but you heard the shelling last night. The chances are that
The chances are Willie's found a bottle of French Blanc, the lucky prick, and he's out getting pissed with Michael, lovingly in a trench waiting for them to get down.
Settle down, Preston.
But Sarge, they're out there.
They'll probably turn up tonight after dark.
Sarge, I just need to go and
Right,
find my brother.
Pull yourself together, man. This isn't a game.
Sarge, just
They'll
let me...
either turn up tonight or they won't.
Sarge,
Get
please
back to
let
your
me...
post.
I've got to get back. If I hear anything, I'll let you know.
On you, Jono. Stay safe, copper.
Look, Preston. You know what they're like. Anything for the boys. That's why they volunteered to go out there.
You're right, Sarge. Just doing it for the boys. Now, as you all so rightly know, that wars are tough and dire. It often takes a hero to save a man what's under fire. And as the shells come raining down, exploding thick and fast, you ain't got time to think if this breath may be your last. Willie's rough around the edges, and mad as a cut steak too. Michael, my baby brother, my thoughts go out to you. You both hold out for the dark. This is your greatest fight. You're as loyal as they come. Please, Lord, keep them safe tonight.
Preston.
I'm sorry, Sarge.
Mary, look what they did to my David.
You know that he's trying to embarrass you into a yes vote?
Oh, David served his time. He gave up his knee. He can't work our property just because he can still walk.
Elizabeth, they're just sad and lost. Just ignore them, Elizabeth. It's not worth it.
You too.
Oh.
It's that nosy Parker. She's responsible for this.
I can't believe that. I know she sticks her nose in everyone else's business, but she knows our men aren't cowards.
Well, who else if not her?
Well, there's a lot of women on her team and they've all lost someone.
So have we, Mary. So have we.
That's the final straw. Ladies, it's time we fight back.
Time to stand up for the boys, Mrs. Marshall.
Yes, Alan, just doing it for the boys. Now, as you all so rightly know, this battle's tough and dire, but only cruelty uses white feathers to fan the fire. The Red Cross have crossed all the line, and now the gloves are gone. It's time to take the fight to them. We've been nice for far too long. Let's all pull up our breeches and formulate a plan. No one here in this town is gonna disrespect our men. And even though the good book says turn the other cheek, we'll knock him down a peg or two inside another week.
Mary!
Well, it's time to fight back, ladies. For the boys, for the boys, standing up to fight for the boys, for the boys, for the boys. Everything we do is for the boys. Anything that can be done, everything it will be done, for the battle has begun, doing it for the boys. For the boys, for the boys. Nursing my whole life for the boys. For the boys, for the boys. Doing what we can for the boys. Anything
up in arms for the boys, for the boys, for the boys, giving our own lives for the boys. Anything that can be done, everything that will be done, for the battle has begun, doing it for the boys. For the boys, for the boys, standing on the line for the boys, for the boys, for the boys, giving our lives for the boys. Anything that can be done, everything that will be done, for the battle has begun, doing it for the boys. Anything that can be done, everything that will be done, for the battle has begun, doing it for the boys, doing it for the boys, doing it for the boys.
G'day, Draper. Marshall? Anderson?
Anderson's not here yet. Best have a drink while we're waiting.
Marshall, Draper.
There he is. Any news?
Nah, just that there's a chook fight brewing. Bloody hell, yeah, my missus is making the Kaiser look like a reasonable chap.
Thank God the boys are at war.
Yeah.
That can't be good.
There's evil in the air.
William Marshall Sr., you'd better not be talking to that Jack Draper.
Yep, there's evil in the air.
Oh, same time tomorrow night?
Yep. But keep it quiet.
What? The walls have ears?
Yes, and your wife's are elephantine.
William Marshall?
Tomorrow night then. Night Anderson, night Draper.
Night Anderson, night Marshall.
Night, Draper. Night, Marshall.
G'day Draper. Anderson.
Anderson. Marshall.
Marshall. Draper.
Gee. Any news?
Votes in a week's time.
Yeah.
Both sides are fully armed.
Thank God the boys are at war.
Yeah.
Oh, that can't be good.
Jack Draper, if you're consorting with the enemy, I'll have your guts for garters.
Sounds like the first shots have been fired.
Jack Draper!
And that was a double barrel if ever I heard one.
Jack Draper!
Well, same time tomorrow night?
Yep. Tomorrow night then. Night Draper, night Anderson.
Night Marshall, night Anderson.
Night, Draper. Night, Marshall.
Haven't I given enough? A son killed in action, a damaged husband, Florence in Europe. But they all chose to enlist. How can I demand that others do the same? No men, no fathers, just lots of boys and their grandpapas. They only send them home when they're lame, and if they come back whole? Will they ever be the same here in no man's land? It's so lonely here in no man's land. I pray to God above, what is your plan for all the broken hearts in no man's land?
When shot in the guts, you're on a bad wicket, lying, waiting to die, you pray it's not cricket. I know the world will never be the same when I'm dead and gone. That's the end of my game in no man's land. It's so lonely here in no man's land. I pray to God above, what is your plan for all the broken hearts in no man's land?
No, Michael, please hold me tight. Draw me to his chest and say it'll be alright. Why amongst the blood and guts we choose to lend a hand? Oh dear Michael, I know you understand here in no man's land. It's so lonely here in no man's land. I pray to God above, what is your plan for all the broken hearts in no man's land? Here in no man's land, it's so lonely here in no man's land. I pray to God above, what is your plan for all the broken hearts in no man's land? My prayer this night, please hear my plea. Give me strength, Lord, stay close to me. If I had one wish in this hour of fear, in thy love, O Lord, please hold me near. Here in no man's land, it's so lonely here in no man's land. I pray to God above, what is your plan for all the broken hearts in no man's land? Here in no man's land, it's so lonely here in no man's land. I pray to God above, what is your plan for all the broken hearts in no man's land? I pray to God above, what is your plan for all the broken hearts in no man's land? No one should outlive their children. Now, Edward, letters are all we have to keep his memory alive. This letter, received 2 months after we already knew he'd been killed. I can't support conscription. How many other mothers receive letters from the dead every day? Dear Mother, the days have been tough and it's so hot I'm finding it difficult to sleep. But I am well and staying healthy. Boy, I miss your cooking. I'm serving with William Hemmings. Dopey bugger got shot again, this time in the arm. Lucky Bungle got looked after quite well by Florence and some of the other nurses. I'm beginning to think he gets shot on purpose just to see the nurses. How are things at home? Is everyone okay? I'm missing everyone dearly and hope to be home soon again, safe and sound. I can't wait to hear from you, your loving son, Edward. P.S. I'll keep safe.
them to live. No wife, no kids, no field of dreams, it's all too much to give. And as I sat you on my lap and held you to my breast, if only then I could have known how soon you'd be at rest. How can my heart support a war to destroy sons and others? No one else should have to read dead letters to dead mothers. How can my heart support a war to destroy sons and others? No one else should have to read dead letters to dead mothers. What do you write to the dead? Dear Edward, our darling son, I hope you are okay, my boy, and everything's all right. Boy, how much we miss you too, every day and night. I got a card from Florence, she's well and full of hope. Are you fighting with your mates from home? How on earth do you boys cope? The battle for conscription is a no vote recommended. Nosy Parker leads the yes vote, as you'd have expected. How can my heart support a war to destroy sons and others? No one else should have to write dead letters from dead mothers. No one else should have to write dead letters from dead mothers. Many families who have lost loved ones have rushed to join her cause. But while your father breathes, you can see murder in his eyes. The lifelessness of war he sees every single night. In every dream and waking moment, still lost in the fight. I'm sending you out all our love and all our prayerful wishes. I'm hoping for a letter soon with love and hugs and kisses. How can my heart support a war to destroy sons and others? No one else should have to write dead letters from dead mothers. No one else should have to write dead letters from dead mothers. Love from Mother.
Even when they come back, they don't come back whole. How is Sam?
He still sits surveying the backyard. It's as though all he sees is war, like his mind is frozen in horror.
My dad's the same. He just stands out in the field, staring into nothingness.
Yeah, he just stands there for hours. Hours.
Our men are not cowards. And ladies, nor are we.
Time to pay back.
That's right. Our council of war is open.
Yes.
No longer will we stand down to their tyranny and threats. That's right.
Let's throw manure at their windows.
That's so good. That's so good.
Better yet, let's drop a cartload at each of their doorsteps.
That's so
We
good.
can
That
throw
is so
eggs.
No, we can't waste food.
Sorry, I got a little excited.
But I like the dung idea.
Yeah.
But we need exactly 10 cartloads dropped off at exactly the same time.
Right, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Perfect.
We've got work to do. I'm off.
Let's do it. Oh, but ladies, remember, secrecy is of the utmost importance. Be careful with your whispers.
The Red Cross have spies?
Who needs spies? They've got Nosy Parker.
That's true.
Oh my God. That's so funny.
The mailman's here. The mailman's here.
Mail's here. Is he alone or is the priest with him?
He's alone.
What about the mayor? He sometimes comes too if it's a death notice.
No, he's by himself.
Oh, thank God.
The mail is here, everybody come out. We're gonna find out what this war's about. Is it good news or bad news? We really don't care, 'cause all news is good news in the midst of despair.
Sitting at home, worried and sick.
Praying our fathers haven't been hit.
The mail makes us all so nervous.
Have our men survived their service?
The mail is here, everybody come out. We're gonna find out what this war's about. Is it good
didn't get any letters from their dad.
But their mum got one.
Yeah, butter, don't worry. I didn't get a letter either.
Yeah, but you didn't get one last post.
Muggerin never gets any.
But why? Your dad's been in the war for 3 years.
Yeah, but he can't really write there properly, so I don't get letters.
That's so sad. How does your mum cope?
My mum, she's a strong woman, and my aunties help out.
Our mum cries a lot.
So does ours. My mum never stops.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing we don't get letters, mate. All of this crying.
No, Manina. Letters are treasure.
And not all crying, it's from sadness.
But most of it is. All right, let's go.
Come on.
Here! I believe you know what this is for.
I don't
This
know.
didn't work in Britain and it won't work here. Our men are not cowards.
I didn't do this.
No, but some of the women with you did. This didn't work in Britain and it won't work here. It doesn't matter how many white feathers you send. And we will not yield and we won't support sending more men to be butchered.
You're not the only one to suffer. I lost too. Your Sam came back, not a wound on him.
He didn't come back. You've seen
He left my Lucas in the trenches of Gallipoli.
He didn't leave him. He sees him blown apart in his mind over and over again. You know, if anyone gives my Sam a white feather, I'll kill them. Sam, it's okay.
Mary,
darling.
Mary, I didn't.
Hasn't this gone on too long? How many more?
Everything's gonna be alright. I keep telling myself all the lies we tell ourselves in the name of hope. The lies help us to cope.
He says he's well. There's a little mud and the rain is a bit more than we get here.
Hiding the scars that her heart bears, she clutches to her chest. Oh, the lies we tell ourselves in the name of hope, the lies help us to cope.
He's injured, but he says it's just a scratch. They're sending him home.
Her smile hides the question, how much of him is coming back? All the lies we tell ourselves in the name of hope, the lies help us to cope.
John's been to Paris. He says it's much bigger than Gander, and the mad buggers eat snails.
Talk about anything but the reality of death and dying. All the lies we tell ourselves in the name of hope, the lies help us to cope. Sam came back, my Lucas left behind in a foreign land. That's no lie, I tell myself, it's the death of hope. That's the reason I know why I can't cope. There's not a person in this town who lives in truth, but the lies we tell ourselves in the name of hope. No longer can they help me cope, but the lies we tell ourselves in the name of hope no longer can they help me go?
Are you sure she'd be doing something like that?
Oh, an hour it took me.
Oh, and it took me too, and that was with the girls helping me.
Look, why would they do this?
The white feathers.
Look, if they didn't want to be seen as cowards, then they should be supporting the bill. That woman in Britain, she handed them to all those who wouldn't fight.
But their men are not cowards.
And they should be fighting with my dad.
Oh, you know my passion. But the feathers, they're too much.
No, I disagree. The feathers were not enough.
Ladies, we need to lose the feathers. It's turning the town against us.
But they attacked us in our own homes, unprovoked, at 4 a.m.
What will we do then?
Well, the best defense is always attack.
We won't stand for it. We will have our revenge.
They may have won the battle, but we will win the war.
Yes.
They're holding a rally at 2 o'clock this afternoon following the vote in the main street. Yes. Ladies, grab your placards, gather your strength. We will confront them and win this battle once and for all.
Yes. Well said, Miss Parker. Go on.
More from Michael.
What? Oh no, this is from the post before last.
It's the big push. He's probably caught up in that.
Yes, probably. The big push.
And this will all be over.
I hope not.
Are you mad?
Not at all.
You want this horror to go on?
Oh, what? That's not what I mean, but yes. I want this war to go on.
How can you say that after all we've seen and been through?
Yes. Well, what happens when this all finishes?
We go home.
Yes. Exactly. We go home.
You don't want to go home?
No.
Home to family.
Back to the farm?
Back home with Michael.
Tending the house.
Children?
Yes. Exactly. No.
No.
I waited my whole life to escape Gander. There is no way that I am going back.
How can you say that? It's home.
Yes. It might be home, but there's no future there for me. No future there for anyone with a free spirit or a sense of adventure.
Marriage is an adventure. Having a family is an adventure. Looking after your husband and house is what we do.
Yes, we do. It might be what you do, but I've never wanted any of it.
Oh, what else is there?
Exactly. There's a whole world out here to explore.
But you're a woman.
Yes, Olive. I am a woman, but I have dreams.
Dreams?
Yes. I want to make something of myself in this world.
But you need a husband.
No, you need a husband. I need adventure.
You know what they say about a woman who's travelling alone?
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't care what they say.
What's going on here, girls?
Grace says she's not going back home after the war.
Oh, well, good for her.
But matron, she has to.
No, she doesn't. I didn't.
But she's a woman.
I beg your pardon.
She means a real woman, matron.
I beg your pardon.
Well, I'm not a woman anymore. Only men go to war, yet here we are.
Well said, Grace.
The only way a woman can escape the life everyone in society set out for her is to be a man and go to war. So call me a man.
A man don't wanna be a woman, 'cause she's a man. A man, she don't want a husband, she's not a fan. It ain't the way it's supposed to be, a woman on her own, independent and free. Why on earth would you want to be a man?
A man can build a house, build a bridge, anything you can think. But a woman, she must stay at home, tend the kitchen sink. A man can travel north and south, east and even west. But a trip to church just once a month for a woman in her best.
A man
tells her just what to do. She just does as she's told, and inwardly stews. I won't go back to Gaynda, not for all the gold you can muster. I got dreams to dream by day and nights of stars by the cluster.
A man don't wanna be a woman, 'cause she's a man. A man, she don't want a husband, she's not a fan. It ain't the way it's supposed to be, a woman on her own, independent and free. Why on earth would you want to be a man?
Work to keep your mind busy, work to get you through the day. Work, stitch, work, swap, work without delay. Work is to forget, work locks the deepest thoughts. Work, cut, work, wipe, work and help clean up.
A man don't wanna be a woman, 'cause she's a man. A man, she don't want a husband, she's not a fan. It ain't the way it's supposed to be, a woman on her own, independent and free. Why on earth would you want to be a man?
Florence. It's Michael.
Not long now, Fritz. It's dark enough. It'll be your mob, and I'll be dead. It's my mob, and curtains for you.
Michael!
Shit, Fritz. I think it's my time. I'm hearing voices.
Michael! You're still alive!
Fritz, if I hadn't seen him blown up, I'd say that was William.
It is me, you dopey bugger! Sorry, mate. Michael, you bastard.
I thought you were dead.
Nah, mate. Just another couple of chunks of metal in the old leg.
Good to see you, mate.
Yeah. I was blown into that hole over there, and when I woke up, it was morning, so I just laid there all silent. Heard you talking to someone over here, so I popped on over. Tell you what, I'd kill a bloke for a cigarette.
Easy on Will. Mate, this is Fritz. He's okay. Dopey bugger's gone and blown his leg up.
All right. You ready to go? We're going to use the dark to get out of here.
Will, do you remember the swimming hole on Weathering?
Yeah, of course I do. That's where you shot your Mars horse.
Don't make me laugh. That's too much.
Stupid thing. Lying there in the grass. You thought it was a fox.
Stop it, you bastard. Next time you're there.
You'll be with me. So shut up, let's go.
Will, I'm not going to make it.
Of course you are.
I'll drag you. I'll drag you back to the front.
Can't move, Will. Oh, Fritz here. We helped bandage each other up.
I'll drag you back to the front, mate. Those nurses will fix you up right as rain. You'll see.
Your guts are out, Will. You've seen it before. I'm not going to make it back.
Stop talking shit, mate. I can drag you.
Stop, mate. I know I'm dying. Spent all night praying, living each moment in hope, and then you appear as if my prayers were answered.
You're welcome. Now come on,
You see
mate.
old Fritz here, Will. He and I sat for hours watching and listening to the bombing. You know, he's got 2 girls.
2 girls?
And a wife.
Oh, what about that little nurse of yours, Florence?
Don't tell her how I died. Promise me. Just tell her I was thinking of her.
You can tell her yourself, mate. Just
tell me Mum and Dad I love them when you see them. Punch Albert in the arm for me.
You're not making any sense, mate. Just come with me.
I want you to take Fritz with you.
No bloody way, mate. I'm taking you.
He's got a chance to live. I don't.
You do.
I don't. I need you to do this for me. For his kids. For his wife.
His mum will find him, mate. He'll be fine. I'm not leaving you out here alone, Michael.
Alone? There are 10,000 others lying here. None of us are going home, mate. I'm not alone.
Michael,
all I can think about is his life. I know I'm dying, but his life could go on. Promise me you'll look after him. Promise me you'll make sure he gets all the help he needs. You send him a message back to his family and back to them as it's all done. You save him. You must save him for me,
I'm not leaving you here, Michael.
You aren't leaving you here, mate. I'm already gone.
What am I going to tell Albert? Your mum.
Tell him I love him. Tell him I was thinking of him. Tell him I died here, and as I did, I begged you to save him. Tell him about his family.
Come on, Michael, just come with me,
It's
mate.
okay, mate. It's okay. I'm at peace. Save him. Hey, you.
Vote no, 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 vote no,
Subscription is
vote
the
no,
only way.
vote no,
Hey,
vote
no,
no,
subscription
vote
is the
no.
only way. Going to war. We
so-
didn't raise our sons to be soldiers.
Well, I'm proud of my
Vote
boys.
no.
They're doing the right thing.
I didn't raise my boys to kill.
I raised my voice to be brave, not hide away.
My dad went to war. He wasn't forced.
This is our rally, Parker. You and your mob are not invited.
If there's going to be a debate, both sides need to be represented.
Oh, do you want to talk now?
yes.
No more gutless women with gutless white feathers.
Gutless women deserve white feathers, Elizabeth.
Don't you dare call my family gutless.
Gone too far.
For the mother country!
For our sons and husbands!
The Malmati!
When shot in the guts, you're on about wicked. Lying, waiting to die. You know it's just not cricket. I know the world will never be the same when I'm dead and gone. That's the end of my game in no man's land. It's so lonely here in no man's land. I pray the God above my ear, land for all the broken hearts in no man's land.
Ben. Michael? Oh, Jesus. Oh.
The mailman's here!
Oh, the mailman's here.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Is he alone or is the priest with him?
Oi.
He's by himself. What about the mayor? He sometimes comes too if it's a death notice.
No, he's... Oh, no. The mayor is with him.
Oh,
no.
Truce?
Truce.
The mailman's here, everybody come out. We're going to find out what this was about. Is it good news or bad news? We really don't care, 'cause all news is good news in the midst of despair.
It's bad news.
Elizabeth,
No.
I'm sorry, it's Michael. He's been killed in action. On behalf of the Shire and the Council, let me express my condolences.
It's okay, we're here for you.
It's just come over the radio, the result of the referendum.
What's happened? Michael's been killed. I'm so sorry, Mrs. Preston. Sorry.
The referendum.
The no vote narrowly won again. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry for the way all this has gone.
So am I. There's so little we can do for them.
I know. They're over there and we're here so far away.
I just need to feel like I'm doing something.
We are doing something. We're looking after each other. When all this is done, they're going to want to come home, and it's up to us to make sure they've got a home worth coming to.
It's not easy here.
War is everywhere. Home's just another front line on the battle.
The home front.
The fight is done, the vote is in. When it's said and done, no one can win. Our men still fight so far away, till they're home, live day by day. Until they're home, home. Back from the war until they're home, home. That's what we're working for. We'll keep the home fires burning, though our hearts are churning. We'll keep the home fires burning until they're home.
The war goes on, death grows within. When it's said and done, no one can win. But on we'll fight so far away, till we're home, live day by day. Until we're home, home. Back from the war until we're home, home. That's what we're fighting for. Please keep the home fires burning. It keeps our hearts from churning, knowing our home fires burning until we're home. Lord, keep us strong, our battle song, all safe at home. For this we long, the love we have until that day. May it keep us, for this we pray. Until we're home, home. Back
see my mother, see my sister. It's my brother in my own mind. We're not apart. You're near and in my heart until we're home, home. Back from the war until we're home, home. That's what we're fighting for. We'll keep the home fires burning. It keeps our hearts start churning. We'll keep our home fires burning until we're home.
Until we're
home, home. Back from the war until we're home, home. That's what we're fighting for. We'll keep the home fires burning. It keeps our hearts start churning. We'll keep our home fires burning until we're home. Please keep the home fires burning. It keeps our hearts start churning. We'll keep our home fires burning until we're home. Please keep the home fires burning. It keeps our hearts start churning. We'll keep our home fires burning until
G'day, Draper. Anderson.
Anderson. Marshall.
Marshall. Draper.
Yeah. Any news?
Well, there's talk of a truce.
I've been saying that for the last 4 years. Thank God this is the war to end all wars.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Be bloody stupid to go through all this again.
William Marshall Sr., where have you put my frying pan?
Yep, the war's never really over. Well, I better go before she finds out I've used her fry pan to feed the dogs.
Well, same time tomorrow night?
Yeah, tomorrow night then. Night, Anderson. Night, Draper.
Night, Marshall. Night, Anderson.
Night, Draper. Night, Marshall.
William Marshall Sr.!
I'm coming!
All right.
Oh, you're right.
Nice.
So, Kurt, tell me, what did you think of the home front?
It's fantastic, and I'm even more amazed that it's all locally written and locally performed.
What did you think of the story?
Story. I loved it's based on a true story, and you really feel the way they went through with war, and I just lost for words. I don't know what else to say.
Did you learn a bit more about what it might have been like on both the home front and the western front
Yeah.
in that World War? And would you recommend this to other patrons to come tomorrow night? Is there
Absolutely.
one more show tomorrow night?
There is, yes. Absolutely. Not a worry.
Oh, there were so many of them actually. What was the one about the bringing the men home, or
Doing It for the Boys?
Doing It for the Boys, that's
It's
the
very
one.
catchy,
Yeah, that one was really good and catchy. I enjoyed the trio song as well.
It's very beautiful.
Was that the one started actually?
Can't remember what it was called.
No Man's Land.
No Man's Land. That was really good as well. Yep, goosebumps there.
So there's another show tomorrow night. Would you recommend your friends and family to come and see?
Yeah, definitely. Like a local playwright, local talent, but you wouldn't know it. So it was really enjoyable, and yeah, I had a really nice night out.
Would you be able to tell from that performance that some of our cast members had to join us very last minute, like 2 weeks before we opened?
No, not at all. So very professional. Everything ran really smoothly. Sounded good, looked good. The army boys were a laugh. Yeah, it was a hoot.
Thank you. Yeah. Your night's over.
I know.
How do you feel?
I feel ecstatic and so proud. Absolutely so proud. And not just of the actors. I mean, we've been here at the theatre one day, and what Jim and Josh have done and the backstage people is just amazing. And tonight, you have a dream and it just comes alive. It's just beautiful.
What was your scariest moment?
The 3 times the men weren't in position when they were supposed to be standing on the wall.
And what was your proudest moment?
The fact that they kept going and they covered it, and no one would have noticed except me.
And at the end there, we had a standing ovation.
I know.
How did that make you feel?
Oh, look, as I said, I am just ecstatic, just proud as punch. I mean, you come up with an idea, you write it down, you get a mate from school to put the music to it. Next minute, you're on in the Pilbeam and people are just ecstatic about it and loving it. So I couldn't be happier.
Let's hope everyone turns on up tomorrow night. Hey?
Oh, look, I'm so hopeful. I think it deserves a good crowd.
Excellent.
Sorry, is this been filmed?
Yeah, it is. What did you think of the show?
Oh, look, I just enjoyed the whole journey from the beginning to the end. It just captured everything about that sort of Australian spirit at the front and at the home front, the hard struggles that were home. That's really what it was about. It was just great.
What was your favourite moment from the show?
Favourite moment? The larrikinism of the soldiers, the spirit that they took with them to the front, despite the hardship of all this and the death and struggle around them. It just made you realise who you are and where you come from.
And look, there's another show tomorrow night. There's tickets still available. What would you say to
I would
people?
say this is a show that you'd be disappointed to miss. You'll hear about it for many years to come, and I hope that the people who've heard a little bit about it in the next 24 hours take the opportunity to fill the theatre.
Awesome, thank you so much. Also, before I just say, since
sorry.
I've just filmed you, do you consent to being filmed?
Oh yes, hi Mum, hi Dad, all good.
We'll get Terry
Thank
over as
you.
well. Terry's on the rope.
Thanks, I hope that's okay.
I was a composer and arranger, so Mark came to me with the idea for the show and gave me something. Back in February we sat down and workshopped some ideas. I then proceeded to put music to it. August came up and workshopped the songs of the cast. Then had the job of sitting down and orchestrating everything for the orchestra.
So you not only composed, but you arranged as well?
Yes.
That must have been a big job.
It was a bit, to say the least.
So you had a mixture of wartime favourites, World War I favourites,
Yep.
as well as some, obviously some originals in there?
Mostly originals. There were a couple of things that we did borrow from trench songs, which were displayed all the gallows humour that was very predominant with the bombed last night, gas last night type thing. We borrowed a couple of things like keep the home fires burning towards the end. We borrowed that, and obviously pack up your troubles. But other than that, everything else was original. So
It felt like a beautiful blend of originals versus those old-time favourites. Did you have any logic for picking what you picked? You did mention the gallows humour.
Mark came up with, most of it was driven by Mark. He came up with the ideas for the songs he wanted to use. Because he said, send me YouTube clips here. I want to use this one. All right, thank you. Then you have to sit down and transcribe it from the YouTube clip because there's no way to get music for most of that stuff. So there was just that middle section where we used the what to choose and things like that, where we used some of those songs, and the conscientious objector as well. There was that whole Bomb Last Night, conscientious objector, Oh What a Lovely War. They're all from around the same period. So
it's fun working with directors, isn't it? They've got their own idea, and it's like herding sheep, like herding
cats.
Yes. Lovely. And do you feel that the performance lived up to what you wanted to see?
Yes, far better than anything I could have ever hoped for.